Okay, well, we have a draft for game number 4, which we did not think would happen for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was about to say, we had about 15 seconds where we thought they were going to win that game.
It looks like Quincy Crew gets first pick, so we're going to see the IO Chen. So if they're going to follow suit with their last bands, it's going to be Undying again. But again, after that Lesh performance, it's going to be Spectre.
Wow.
All right, so they're taking that out of the pool.
Huh.
So no, I mean, the last time, like I said.
Do you just first pick Lesh, man?
Yeah, I think so.
I do think.
You take it away, right?
I do think as a team, they actually play around Spectre really well. And something that Envy does that's really annoying, and by they I mean Team Zero, something that Envy was doing that was kind of annoying to deal with, that you don't see people do that much, is he would literally just haunt and then go. And like they would use it for pickoffs constantly. And it wasn't this like team fighting thing, it was like this, like Envy was the one initiating, which is very strange, but I could see why you don't want to deal with that shit. Okay,
They actually deny pick the Lesh.
Okay.
I'm down.
I like this. I mean,
so what does this leave? The Clockwork's got to be one of the first two, I would assume.
We know they're going to pick Undying.
Okay.
I realize that a lot of times the person that's the most limited on their role is the person that's like never played it. And I'm not going to lie. There were some pretty bad positionings on Oracle last game.
I think Moo is very self-reflective and totally. I think
get me Undying.
I think he would have the exact same deduction after that game.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not even a flame. It's like this guy's played 5 for like a week. You know, you can't expect. You can't expect anything more. He's like a rank 9 carry player or core player.
Yeah, and it actually makes sense that he's so good at this Undying hero because like that's basically an offlaner.
It's basically Timbersaw.
The way that you play, you just run in and tank and die. If you die, whatever. If you he's so ganks, it's all the same concepts. So it makes sense he's really good at this. Oracle in offlaner, I don't really see Moo as like the saving kind of.
It's like a backline position base. I will say, I think I share an offlaner mentality too, and I really struggle whenever I play support. If I have to play like Shadow Demon or Oracle, I just don't want to. I don't think it fits the mold.
Yeah, it's something you definitely have to like. You have to teach yourself.
Yeah, you have to train yourself to think like that, and you can't do that in a short period of time. It's like a habitual way of thinking.
Yeah, because I actually feel the opposite. Like I have like a 65% win rate with Oracle and Dazzles.
So that's why you play like a wimp all the time.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm a very carrying individual, okay? But with the carries and like anti-mage, things like that, abysmal 30% win rates. It's weird how like your personality and just things that you're like habitually already good at play such a huge part of how good you are.
So are you saying because I like playing frontliners, I don't care about other people?
Yes.
That seems accurate to me.
Well, it's more like because you don't care about other people, you can play frontliners.
I see.
Ooh, all right.
Okay.
Drow Ranger, who's kind of been not picked because of Spectre for the most part, but that's obviously out of the pool.
This is an Eternal Envy hero for sure.
Yep.
The problem is when she gets caught out of position and dies, she does not do damage. That is an issue I have going into game 3
with Envy in particular. That's an issue.
I just mentioned Drow. Generally speaking, you said that, not me.
Okay, sure.
Keep in mind, Quincy Crew has used a full minute more than Team Zero so far.
I am a big fan of Quincy's drafting so far. I think.
I actually really like Drow here, by the way, against Lesh.
Do you?
It's because it's one of the few heroes that can actually kill Lesh without him killing you.
True. Out of range.
It's a big deal.
Because
you saw there, Faceless Void was kind of dying to the Lesh.
Yeah.
Just by hitting the Lesh.
Yep. So what heroes do you hate playing against if you're Drow? Obviously, you mentioned Void.
PL.
So I assume that's going to be out. PL taken out.
Wait, what do you mean you hate playing against Void?
As a Drow?
No, Drow hard counters Void.
I don't think it's a hard
Really? Mid to late game? Or are you talking about in lane?
Yeah, mid to late game, yes. But, like, the concept of Drow is really good against... Like, you'll never ban Faceless Void if you have a Drow. At least I would hope not.
Because Faceless Void has a long cooldown ultimate.
Yeah, and
Drow just pushes.
And you kill him in a silence until he buys... He has to, like, change his items. Usually matchups are favorable to the hero that doesn't have to change their items. And Faceless Void against Drow, unless you go Mask of Madness Battle Fury on Charlie, then you do change your items.
Charlie,
chicken chaser.
Charlie.
Would Eternal Envy be the chicken in that case?
Perhaps.
Okay. The Lifestealer's kind of interesting, because in the past he's been countered by Drow, but now he buys Armlet, so he gets all that bonus armor. And he also makes Drow have kind of damage issues because he infests heroes like Lesh. And you don't possess the ability to kill them before they close the gap, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like I saw it play out that way in EU at least. They go for the Ember ban. Looks like...
Wondering what sort of ranged heroes you want to start picking with the Drow. Like, this does open up a lot of
You don't really need to prioritize ranged heroes. I think Storm will be a
solid ban.
quite possible hero for them to be picking. That's
Of course,
a shocker.
of course.
I'm glad I was sitting down. for that
Mirana,
one.
maybe?
Um,
I feel like they have damage issues.
I would love a Tuskar for Quincy Crew here.
Because Beastmaster, you are such an offlaner. You know that?
Why would
It's
I?
the Beast, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Because you can run down the Beastmaster.
No, I'm saying for Quincy Crew.
Oh, for Quincy. Oh, because of the Mars.
Yeah, it's really good against Mars. You can save your teammate. You can kill the Mars early. It's good for killing the Drow. It's like, even though you're a strength hero against Undying, you actually kill the Undying in lane. So, I like Tusk. Is Tusk in the pool? It is. This is a very solace.
I mean, have you ever seen Tusk banned?
A few times.
Nobody cares about Tusk. Hero's garbage.
I don't think he is. People just picked him first and forgot about him. Kind of like PL in the first game of this series. The hero's not great, but in the right situations, quite.
Yes.
Now, Snapfire has not been picked or banned, despite being very hotly contested. Well, it's mostly Quincy Crew, I guess. But it's been literally every game so far this series, I believe.
Give me that Tusk, baby.
You know, that is a ranged hero to go with the Drow. That's a nice combo. The Drow Snapfire.
Dire team pick.
Just kidding. That's a dog shit combo.
So
Once you hit 20, though.
that's just
Yeah,
so
exactly.
snore, man.
So good.
So snore. It is very good against Undying. We saw it earlier.
They
It's
have
like the one lane support that can just kind of shit on Undying.
They have tons of damage on Quincy Crew. They have great push. They've got a frontline guy, Initiator. They, it's a pretty well-rounded draft so
I
far.
like Drow against Lina. That's all I know.
5 seconds remaining.
In lane, it's a bit annoying, but later on, you like kill her full of zero with
So the-
one multi-shot.
problem with this pick is you don't see what I mean. Now you know it's a Lina or Lush mid, so they can pick the mid hero here, but they do have last pick, so I don't know if they want to last pick there for. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that's true.
They're a bit in a corner here.
Radiant team pick.
I am also shocked about that pick.
Why is that?
I'm kidding. It's like their second or third most picked hero this tournament.
Are you surprised?
Really?
That, I mean, I guess you'd never ban this.
It's really good against Lesh.
And Lina,
Radiant
very good.
Very
against
good
this
against
person.
Lina as well. They go for the Faces Void into Drow. I know Dota's not that simple. He should have a pretty good lane because he's against Mars Clockwork. Like, you're pretty happy with that lane. I think they might consider doing some aggro shenanigans on the side of Team Zero because that's just
10
something
seconds
Eternal
remaining.
Envy's all about. Is throwing himself to the wolves in
He
favor
really,
of
he
better
really
lanes.
is. I
5
don't know what that's
seconds
about.
remaining.
You know, it's you know what? I feel like he knows. He has
Dire
so much more
team back.
experience playing from an absolutely abysmal spot than most carry players do.
Just give
that
give
if he
himself-
puts himself and the other guy in that
Radiant
spot,
team
he'll
do better.
He'll prevail. Yeah.
That's actually pretty goddamn smart.
I am not kidding.
No, I seriously think that's smart as hell.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, he's playing 5D chess. Everybody else is playing 3D chess.
Does this have to be a ranged hero?
No,
It does not have to be. Drow is not
10
nearly
seconds
as much about
remaining.
her ultimate enabling her teammates anymore.
5
It can
seconds
be.
remaining. Dire
But it does
team
not have to
back.
be.
I mean, Storm is still there.
Brood Mother.
That sounds like a Ryoya hero for sure.
Hmm.
It does not sound like a Ryoya hero.
Yeah,
Jenkins.
he's not a Brood player actually.
What is it, Jenkins? You know Ryoya better than anyone. You are the resident Ryoya research specialist.
seconds.
My
remaining.
phone didn't.
I only majored in science. You majored in Ryoya. What do we got here?
Let's see.
5
Well,
seconds
he
remaining.
only plays things that he's. If it's his choice, he plays things that he's not good at. So I would say that it's more a Brax expertise that we need
Mhm,
here. So that
okay.
would be you,
That's SUNSfan.
Shannon.
Oh, well, he's played a lot of Void Spirit, but I would say, I mean, is Storm bad against these heroes? They have a lot of stuns.
I mean,
would
Storm
be
Zip.
content with
It's really
Storm.
just
Yes.
the Beastmaster stun that's like guaranteed if you're in range.
Storm Orchid for the Void would be really nice, actually.
They do need kind of a hero that can for sure kill this void because they have a lot of guys that go in
10
first.
seconds remaining.
So there's a lot of distraction. These heroes that may be previously squishy could afford to
5 seconds
itemize more
remaining.
aggressively. But Quincy Crew, they need to decide for themselves. I believe they don't have a 5 position, but for all I know, they,
All right.
are doing something cute.
Let me call the most ridiculous thing you'll probably ever hear.
Dire team pick.
Meepo.
Yep, you got it.
No. For Team Zero.
Meepo. Does Ryoya play that?
Not in a long time.
Okay.
It's a lot of
Ogre
attack speed.
Magi, last pick.
Yeah, they needed a 5.
This is gonna be a Meepo pick right here, boys.
This will likely happen when you pick Lesh Beastmaster first round. You've already picked 2 of your
Yeah,
4s.
the SVG. He just needs these melee tanky 5s, doesn't he? TA.
That would not.
Well,
no,
that's
not
very
against the Lena.
that's very similar. Farms your own jungle. I figured. Obviously knew it was gonna be a TA pick there.
So my
Joking.
analysis here is that Team Zero's up by like 3K out of the laning phase, or the game's over. What are your thoughts,
Well,
Jenkins?
you didn't pick a team.
I gave you my prediction.
Okay, thanks. Jenkins?
I think this Quincy draft is significantly more well-rounded
Me
than
too.
the Team Zero
Mm-hmm.
draft.
Mhm.
I believe they have denied or banned the Team Zero picks. I think Quincy is going to win this one.
Okay, we'll find out if that's true after this break. Welcome back. It's been literally 1 minute and 10 seconds thanks to BSJ.
That's spaghetti, man.
SUNSfan here with BSJ and the great mind Jenkins himself, the Pudge Master.
Is that how you would describe him?
The Pudge Master?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the part I was calling into question, not the other part.
Pudge,
Prepare
swallow
for
your
battle.
food, young man, before you
Excuse me.
speak.
It's so good.
Shout out to Pop-Tart. Has not missed a kill in about 32
Pop-Tart.
days
Pop-Tart?
straight.
Check
No,
Roshan.
Pop-Tart. Thank you.
Even the
Beautiful.
players drew it, for God's sakes.
All right. Still got the Aegis intact. I personally feel like I've had a combo with one of you. Not recently, though.
I feel like Yawar expressed his disappointment in you, Pop-Tart.
What did he say?
I can't bear to look, says Pop-Tart. Or says Yawar about Pop-Tart.
Do you guys miss level 1 Roches? Because I sorely miss them.
I kind of miss them, yeah.
Snaking is chilling in the trees there.
That's an
looking for a
interesting
kill.
Did you
pronunciation.
just call him Snaking?
The lies? Up on the hill. Scouting out.
TFT, says Eternal Envy.
30 seconds
Once
to
again.
battle.
You know what? He's not wrong.
In my opinion, he's not wrong.
SVG getting ready to ignite. Oh, Split Earth actually will land for Quinn.
You know SVG enjoys his life when he's a golden tier ogre player.
Are we going to see...
That's his
Okay,
favorite.
over, under.
He doesn't even play pubs too, so that's pretty impressive. For
No,
him.
SVG plays pubs.
He barely plays.
Dude, he definitely
Excuse
plays
me.
pubs.
Over, under.
On what?
Over, under.
I would.
Yes.
So based on my statistical analysis of the distribution between analytics and data, I would
Mhm.
say probably over for this game.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Quinn's Leshrac
call me
versus
Dr.
Ryo
Maze.
or Ryoya,
Yeah, what about him?
his Leshrac. Which will look better?
Oh man.
Because Ryoya looked real good.
Definition of what looks better. Is it the team that wins or the guy that individually looks better?
Individual.
It's tough, man. Quinn's a pretty good Lesh player, but I'm going to have to go with Ryoya looking better on the
I feel
Lesh
like
rack.
I feel like that's half the wins.
It's the safer bet, I think.
Well, he's got to be careful up here. Snake King is getting really down and dirty with you here.
Yeah. Battery
That's
assault
a
into
deadly
decay.
lies.
3 heroes. There's
believe.
a
Lelis pops the fairy fire. Will it save his life?
It's not a deadly lies.
MSS,
Looks like it will.
aka Mojo Storm Stout, does get the stun on the creep wave beautifully, but the decay comes out.
This is 3 heroes to 2, and they're not getting anything off of it.
I like that casting.
Really?
Yeah, very descriptive, very calming.
Thank you.
Bottom
So when
SVG getting a little beat up here by that battery assault, which I learned is a play on words that I still don't understand.
I don't understand that either, but
As Brax did level 1 spear, interestingly enough. Don't see that too often.
Brian, are you having an aneurysm?
I am indeed losing my shit over here.
Well, Brax will be over in a few hours, so you can ask him yourself about this.
Yeah, remember, well, okay, I'm not going to go into pub details, but I got flamed by somebody for this recently, and here he is flaming Brax, doing the same thing.
I'm going to have to talk with Brax about his skill builds here. Let's go to it tomorrow.
What do you think about SVG only picking position 5 melee tanky boys? Do you think that's like, obviously it's strong, But is it a limitation when it's literally every game?
He doesn't do that in
Not everyone's
pubs.
Poppy, you know? I don't know. He picks like Weaver and stuff in
Yeah,
pubs.
I don't know.
Very interesting.
He's very separate. It's like a different person in pubs. He didn't say anything. It could be somebody else.
You know, honestly, it could be Ritsu on his 17th account.
Yeah,
That's probably Jack.
maybe.
I have seen the player seemingly fall asleep at the keyboard sometimes, so it
Yeah.
might be Jack.
Nice
Oh my god,
sidestep
this
there by
sidestep.
Moo.
This guy is a born Undying player. He has the taunt, right?
He
Like,
really
what's
is.
up
Look at
here?
him. Look at him. He loves life right now.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my god, there
Look
it
at that,
is.
yeah.
Necessary.
I feel like if you
Beautiful.
taunt after making a good move, which you'd have to develop AI to understand whether it is or not, it should replenish some mana or
It
give you
should.
some sort of benefit.
That's a really, I think that's worthwhile for Valve to make AI.
I mean, they're developing AI for the replay analysis on toxicity,
Well, that's a good cause.
but I feel like they could transform that into something more helpful, which is enabling taunts to be more, beneficial.
Yeah, I
What
would,
do you think?
Yeah, my opinion is that I would say BSJ. Do you go ahead and agree with that right now? It sounds like I'm saying things, doesn't it?
Not really, no. When you actually listen to the words, they don't make any sense.
Nobody listens to what casters say, honestly.
That's true.
No, I think you're onto something, Jenkins, because in my opinion, is just one of those three-letter word phrases that it sets up expectation for the following words. You know, I have a general idea of what the next 5 or 6 words are going to be, and then you just say something completely fucking random, and I don't understand. Jenkins.
Okay.
All right, LSA will connect finally. Moo, not able to sidestep that. The question is, will he live and will he taunt afterwards?
Yes.
All right, well, 2 identical spells that are just, they look a little bit different, masquerading as something that's unique, but in fact are exactly
They're
the same in
same
almost
thing.
every way.
We're talking the Light Trigger Ray and Split Earth.
That's
Yeah,
right.
They're
I
about the
see.
same.
I disagree. One comes from the ground, one comes from the sky.
Okay.
Not even close.
It's funny when new heroes are introduced, or even concepts to new heroes, a lot of the flame is, but it's just like this spell. So? So what?
I
What's
would
your
like to perform a counter argument to BSJ's counter argument. I would say there's a bird called a whippoorwill and actually sits on the ground most of the time. It's a ground bird, and it's also penguins. And so these things are necessarily the same thing, and one comes from the ground, one comes from the sky. So how about that, jackass?
I'm sorry, I stopped listening a while ago. We're going to see the Fire Blast
would
connect.
say,
It
in
is a
my
single
opinion,
target spell that is
yes.
hard to miss. Brax will live, though.
SVG is just man mode on these two. He doesn't care.
It's bounty runes
This is
already.
the
5
runes,
minutes
though.
really flies when you're having just a miserable time with 2 other people.
I can't keep it on that. That was a good one.
You know what else flies
Radiant's
is not the
courier
birds
has
Jenkins
been
was
killed.
talking about. I didn't hear the names of them, but
He's probably lying.
Oh, Ryoya is actually level 6 already. He's having a fantastic time here. Destroying Quinn in CS.
Is he actually 39
Yeah,
and
look at
5
that.
to 27 and 8? Holy cow.
Dire
Ryoya Dota.
Speaking of things that don't
Good
fly.
stuff, my friend. SVG on the back line here
Oh,
behind the
the,
trees.
The rotation, the 5-minute rotation with that catapult.
Yep, of course he has Ignite, which will eat through that refraction.
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Clockwork is coming mid, and Ryoya anticipates this. You can see where he has the traps placed. These are the likely locations for the rotation.
I mean, refraction's just not very good this game, is it?
Oh, snaking! He knew!
Well, LSA does connect, but MSS on the run, the battery assault, keeping him at bay. It's not going to be enough to
Ryoya
actually
is
get the
very
kill,
dead
though.
here.
Fire Blast into the split earth.
is under attack.
Refraction stays up for about a millisecond before he dies.
and usually in the words of Galileo, TA's game is going to be over here.
That was Socrates.
And Brax dies in the bot lane, so not a good start here for Team 0.
Yeah. What's higher, their name or their chances, Jenkins?
Oh, LSA connects again, and Diabolic Edict.
Jenkins, in your opinion, what's higher? Or in my opinion, what's higher?
I think... I feel like this is another Quincy here. This is not the player, of course. That would be illegal. I mean, there's another Quincy crew, proverbially, They are just on another level here, it seems. For whatever reason, they've been ignited by that last game and excited by that last game.
I mean, that tier 1 tower mid is almost dead
Yeah.
at 7 minutes.
If they could chew a certain amount, would they bite it? Jenkins.
If you said that, I wouldn't fight it.
Drow is trying to farm this camp. Will she be able to kite it, Jenkins?
Well, if it was a matchbook, she would light it.
And the tier 1 tower will fall. And the damage being done by Quinn, but the Chronosphere is there. Quinn attempting to run away. He'll be successful. And Team Zero just dropping dead every single corner of the map. Yawar is in the middle of all this, though, so they will get a kill in turn. SVG, look at that.
Oh,
Ryoya!
God! The absolute god. What a monster.
His matchbook is lit.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Two much-needed kills.
He used
He has a
everything
bottle
in
on
his kit.
TA. I don't think I've seen that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I do get the top tower.
Dire's
Dude,
structures
this
are
Beastmaster hero in the hands of Belayless, man.
Yeah, this
Imagine if he had less than 8,000 ping.
that'd be
Radiant's bottom
honestly
tower is
very
under
impressive
attack.
if they could get him on that, because he
Dire's
is in
top tower
Brazil,
is
and
under
the issue
attack.
is that that's
Dire's
actually a
top
faraway
tower
country
has
from the
fallen.
server.
Radiant's bottom
Indeed, it is
tower
very
is
far
under
away.
attack.
How many points would we get if the location was the US East server and we guessed Brazil? And
Probably zero.
GeoGuessr. I think at least 200.
200.
Yeah. 5,000 is like the max point total, right?
Oh, SVG's
SVG
been
gang
caught out,
tanking.
but
Radiant's
his
bottom tower
teammates are on the way, and this is his job in a nutshell. Mars does activate the arena. He's going to get Split Earth from the outside. Envy gets the multi-shot off. MSS is in a lot of trouble now. Will drop dead as a result. Quinn getting kited.
He's
like
there.
I said, this game's easy for
Looks like
Team Zero.
Team Zero's back in it, boys.
Honestly, I'm so impressed by Ryoya in this entire tournament. He is just like, you know, you'd think he's getting younger with his mechanics.
I really feel like old Ryoya, after what happened to his tower mid, would just say, I'm hitting up the Ancients, boys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Old Ryoya would have done that. But new Ryoya, he seems like he's very willing to battle his way back into the game. As a hero like TA, that's not very common.
How do you know when Drow has a double damage and you don't click on her?
That's a
Like,
good
honestly.
When she has
There was
clarity,
one
it's
time I
impossible.
actually died to a hero. What hero was it? Oh, it was a Zeus. I couldn't see the double damage rune.
On Zeus.
Yeah, it was at- it was
the
at-
right clicks of Zeus are what you're afraid
It was
of.
at 5 minutes into the game, so like it didn't matter. It did matter, but I couldn't see it, and I died to the Zeus. I
Oh
was actually
my
really
goodness.
upset about it.
He could not get the roar off. That's so silly.
I was wondering why I was dying to Zeus's right clicks. I was like, his Q's not enough to kill me here.
Do you have the Arcana?
Yeah,
That's the issue.
yeah. I couldn't see him.
See, that's okay because Zeus is a god. Drow is just the lady in the forest.
Drow's pretty cool, man. I don't know.
Yeah, she is cool, but
I
she's
really
not a
want
god.
that Halloween Drow set. I would wear. I would use that one.
Which one?
From the Dire Tide chest.
I'm actually disappointed there's not any pumpkin heads today.
Yeah, there's no pumpkin heads.
All right, what do you think of this purchased by Yawar, the old Midas?
I say Midas Manta is the build versus Drow. Because you don't
Okay.
want Mask of Madness because you just die. Oh, he's going
He
S
really
and
likes
Y.
the S and Y.
Against Drow TA, I feel like Manta's better. But, you know, you are won last game, so.
Right, 4-man smoke for Team Zero. Ryoya
MSS.
gonna find MSS here. Walks right into the LSA.
Are they debating? Who's debating who here?
That's a good question. They're coming from the high ground. There's the Mars ult. Envy
the
already
beast units.
extremely low. There is the spear on top of him, but the
Oh.
Chronosphere onto 4 with 0 damage follow up. But there it comes finally. Quinn with the Pulse Nova dealing ridiculous amounts of AoE damage.
Is Lush busted or
It's
what?
a 2 for 2 as TA falls. Brack's extremely low. Moo drops dead as well. And this looks to be a potential team wipe in favor of Quincy crew. But Mars prevails.
Prax is going for what? Greaves? He has mana boots. Oh, he has an arcane ring. Never mind. I got debated.
He went the Trankies build this game.
That's the cuck build. You gotta do it sometimes.
You go Blink, or is he gonna? You think he's gonna go Yules?
I would severely hope he does not go Yules. They need a way to actually start fights, and even though Yules is like a setup, you need to surprise the opponent.
In my opinion, you need to surprise the opponent. Oh, fuck. Oh, whatever.
That was way too forced, Jenkins.
Yeah.
Give him a point. Thank you.
I'm done doing that. I'm done with this shit.
Snaking.
He might actually die on Layla's. He's only like a 2/3
Yeah, he's
or
super
1/3
dead.
health.
Greedy there.
That's a freebie.
And some boars. Those look like some yummy
I
snaps.
think he might have had over
Delicious.
10,000 ping on that instance then.
Yeah, he's
Sometimes it spikes.
definitely over 9,000.
Well done.
Thank you.
What do you think of Deso being the first option instead of Blink for Ryoya?
The problem they're having is Lesh is not gonna die fast enough before they kill him. So I think the Deso is actually necessary.
Before he just like turns around and kills them.
Yeah,
And they have a Blink on Mars now, so
he did go blink
on
Nice.
Mars.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yes. Good. I feel like Jenkins would go Yules here and lose the game.
I would not go Jules.
Okay. They are smoking up. The boar is not in it though, so that could be a bit awkward. If you look closely, you can see that the board does have Beastmaster or a buff on it. So
Very interesting.
If they look at that closely, that's why Eternal Envy shuts down his Ring of Aquila. But to be honest, nobody checks that except for him. So
That's too much work. Snaking might tank the gank here, or perhaps not. Just using Battery Assault in the jungle. Very inefficient farming.
yeah, that's generally not the strength of Clockwork to be hitting up the newts. They'll hit them now, but not at the 60-minute mark.
Yeah, these are some awful. Oh, okay. Quinn.
All right, Arena.
I like the
Yules to start
patience
for
on
the
that.
Lash, but looks like he's just dead. The
I love
Gust
the
is there
patience
as
from
well.
Brax there. He's faked out the spear, so he tried to dodge it on Quinn.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was really nice, yeah. And that's why, Jenkins, you should go Blink instead of Yules.
Because the enemy has a Yules.
No, because... Yes.
Okay. I see.
I really hope he goes Manta on Yor. I feel like against Drow Silence, TA, who's single-target physical, you can't actually spear somebody who has a Manta reliably because it only hits one unit. I feel like it's a very good Manta game. But his build's already better than the Mask of Mana's Battle Fury. What do you think, Jenkins?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was thinking maybe if this was a patch ago, he would be disassembling this into Manta Heaven's Halberd, which I do know is what Charlie would do against Drow.
That
so
is what he would have done, yes.
I'm not sure if that's still
It's not very
viable.
good anymore. I think Void's a hero that the 400 gold impacts a lot when you're going a build like this, right? Because you don't flash farm or anything like that. Anti-Mage could technically still go for that build, right? Because 400 gold is maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds for him. But
Oh, Stinky walking right up.
Well, it's a tank of a gank. Not the worst thing in the world.
oh, TA is actually really nice for killing the Necrobook.
Him a
The
Drow.
refraction. He's dead.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wow. Tank the gank and live.
Yeah, beautiful.
That was a lot of summons. That was like 500 gold worth of summons.
They do lose every bounty but one, though.
Yeah, because the other team has Leshrac farming. This doesn't work out for them.
Well, we found out the counter to Leshrac, of course, is to take the game to 60-ish minutes and give them the opportunity to win, but then take it for yourself at the last moment.
Deso Pang.
We'll see
I
if
was
Team
taking
Zero
notes.
follows
Do you have
suit.
that in your notepad?
I
Jenkins?
do actually have that in my notepad.
Okay.
Good. We need a lot of questions for whoever wins this tournament. Yeah, get to work, Jenkins. It's going to be all you.
Looks like Eternal Envy. Drow seems more like his type of hero. She's supposed to show up to these tier 1 pushes with her team.
Blessings.
He has a first item force.
Yawar jumps in. There's a Chronosphere onto 2. Envy's just on the outside. Gets the Gust off. It's not going to be able to save his teammate. Brax does die, snaking inside the cogs.
Tower.
He does have buyback, but yeah. Looks like the hookshot is actually going to keep Drow safe for a little bit longer, but look at the damage over time is just out of control, and Team Quincy crew get a 3-for-1 trade, mega in their favor.
I think Brax, if he had just panicked Arena, would have gotten it off, and that could have been enough to maybe win them that fight. But tough call there, tough call. As he goes for the Midas Yasha.
Oh, they're
Into the
walking right into
Roche.
Roche.
They do have the Beastmaster. Does he have a Vlad's on Beastmaster?
They have enough stuns.
He almost has it, but yeah, they have plenty of damage.
They're TPing. It looks like they're positioning themselves to try and
This is
contest.
so fast, though. Even the Lesh, like, Roche only has 50% magic resistance now. Brax looking to go in.
And oh, the Mars ult is there, but Quinn gets the Aegis in the end. But they are going to find the kill on the Lina to start things. And now Ryoya is here. The Aegis is already consumed.
Wow.
Lella's getting right-click down. This is a really good fight for Team 0. There's the Yules with the Pulse Nova activate. A lot of damage, but Quinn looks to be dead inside of the pit. Double kill for Ryoya, and they still have the hook shot to work with. SVG goes down, and what? What?
Instant blink for TA now.
Yes, indeed. Ryoya. Of course, that was all set up by Brax's ult.
Brax, what a call, honestly, jumping in like that.
Yeah, Jenkins would have had a Yules there.
Why do you think... I do not... All right.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, he's got to be careful. MSS snaking.
MSS, yep. He's
Don't
caught.
put-
Oh,
my-
no, the gust!
Eternal
no.
Envy. He actually force-staffs himself in to secure this kill as he's now going to die to
Alright,
Void.
yeah, and they're going to take an LSA.
no.
Whoa,
We
my
need-
goodness.
we
but
need
will
an
they
Eternal
live?
NEV
Wait,
50-50.
they're turning it
Yuar!
on Yuar.
This is an Eternal
okay.
Envy 50-50 for
Alright.
sure. I hope he... I mean, actually, I guess he
Reddit
needs to
thread
die
be
now.
made now.
He needs to die.
No, no,
Never
no.
mind. It's
Either
not, it's
he
not
dies or
extreme
they all
enough.
die.
All right, you guys can cut this up a little later. Just put it in your Premiere or your whatever.
This could be a teaser for some other
No, you just have him dying later, and you just add it onto that clip.
Oh, yeah, just edit it.
Make it look like it.
Yeah.
So conveniently, he's like a level 25 drow dying
Yeah.
somewhere totally different. Although, careful, SVG.
Oh my good. Brax has about 500 ping right now, it seems, but it's not going to matter as Ryoya just rips right through that fat, juicy ogre.
He's going to kill all the... Oh, okay, I like that. I like that.
Just debating a little bit
Tower
there.
is under attack.
Has the haste rune, so he's willing to get slowed a little bit because it doesn't work, Jenkins. I don't
Only
know
a
if you know about
1k
the
net worth
mechanic,
lead
but-
for Quincy Crew, and this is with a Leshrac, who is farming quite well.
So he actually finished the Sanjanyasha. Is he going to disassemble into the Halberd?
That is the question.
This
He does
would
have
be
something-
about the best game ever to do it, but
he does have something coming on the courier, so I suppose we'll see. Oh,
it's
that's
the
a
Vambrace.
new
It's the
item.
Vambrace.
Dire's top tower
Clarity.
is under attack.
You're saying Manta Halberd?
Yeah.
It's
Pretty good.
great against drow TAs, two
Yeah.
ranged heroes. Physical damage, of course.
All right, now we have a smoke on the side of Quincy Crew.
Did they see? I think
I'm
they
not sure if
I
they
think
saw
they
it.
saw it. You can see the animation
Yeah.
if it's in vision.
Either way, they're in really good position if they were to peruse towards that
Should be
area.
a top
But
tower for free for Quincy. Either
Dire's
way.
top tower
Yeah.
is under
They might
attack.
try to get the trade bottom, but Lesh just pushes so fast.
So does
Radiant's
Envy.
bottom tower is
They
under
already took
attack.
the tower. They have
Radiant's
forward on the
top
side of the
tower
Dire.
is
They had
top
forward on
fortified.
Dire, but they didn't use it. Are they going to force the issue here? Because it is 1930, and Dire, excuse me, did not take the Radiant Shrine. Oh my God, Outpost! What is going on with me? I'm suffering from early onset dementia. Just like
Okay, that makes
SUNSfan.
3 of us.
Guess that's contagious.
I think
Sorry
so.
about that.
So both teams trade outposts. This Beastmaster hero is just so hard to play against,
Dire's
man.
top tower is under attack.
Anybody that gets caught alone just dies.
Oh,
instantly.
Envy? He's a little far up there.
He's actually baiting
totally
this
on his
trap.
own.
It's a trap.
Dire's middle
This
tower
is such an
is
envy
under
place to
attack.
be standing.
They beat.
Ryoya showing on the other side now.
Quinn definitely thinks he has like 4 teammates behind him.
100%.
There's just no way he'd be doing that.
I would love to hear calms when he sees Ryoya mid. It's like, oh my God, he was alone.
What do you think
I
about
can
the
picture that in Quinn's voice.
What do you think about the Yules into Ags on Lesh this game? The no armor items against TA Drow.
Hmm.
I feel like this is just the epic Lesh build, you know? Did he take the armor talent?
He did. He skipped it. He will have 4 armor after.
Well, he should go for it, I think.
I'm pretty surprised he skipped the value point in it earlier, but I guess it doesn't help you farm. So
I mean, Lesh has pretty good armor, actually. Look at his armor. It's like,
I told you he has high armor. You're the one that said he has a low base armor.
well, I mean, that's mostly stat gain there.
He has 4.5 base armor.
Yeah, that would still be majority stat gain, right? It's 4 divided by 11.
Can you guys
Brian.
get a room?
Okay, whatever.
Dire's top
How does that get a
tower
room?
is
We're
under
bickering
attack.
at each
We
other.
do have a room.
I'll sleep on it.
Can you and sleep get a
Let
room?
just let it fester overnight.
Oh, Brax gonna pop the smoke, jumps in with the arena, spear connects onto the Beastmaster to take a Laguna blade to the back of the face, but will actually live through this engagement. They find 2 kills pretty much immediately.
SVG's in trouble.
GG.
SVG,
Is that the
hook
hook?
shot.
Did that hook through a zombie? I feel like it's not supposed to do that.
The zombies have no flesh. So what would you hook to exactly?
You die alone.
The tendons, I believe. is
Oh,
what
that's
they're
gross. Are you saying the hook attaches to people's tendons? I was thinking like armor.
I'm thinking of Pudge Hook probably.
Radiant's
Oh, that is true.
Either way,
It
that's
is
3
Tito.
kills, and anytime a Drow lineup is able to get a little bit of an advantage, that means a tower, usually, or an objective of some sort.
Will Eternal Envy force high ground? That
Radiant's
sounds
middle
like
tower
Eternal Envy.
has fallen.
Nope, he's going to back off. And TB bottom to look for a kill on Lesh, who is... Oh my god, the blind spear when he's actually just TPing out in lane. I respect that, though. I was kind of harping on Quincy crew in the earlier games this series for not going for these blind stuns on TPing targets, and I admire. You miss every spear you don't throw, Jenkins.
I've heard that one before. I think.
Especially when you have a Yules.
That was Michael Jordan that said that?
Yeah.
He's very famous for his three-pointers.
The irony is that we're like in this finals where we have more viewers than normal, and half the people have no idea what the hell.
A lot of
we're
inside.
referring
You guys
to.
are going to have to look back on the VODs
Wow.
to understand the inside jokes here.
I feel like
There's levels upon
Usually-
levels of meta going on here. with
usually
the
people
inside
don't know
jokes.
what the hell we're saying anyway. So.
But half the stuff we've said before, and we're repeating the same jokes, and to us it's only amusing because we've said the same joke 17 times in the last 5
I mean,
days.
when you say the same joke a million times in a row, it gets funnier each time. That's the
that
beauty
is
of it.
proven science. I studied that in my
Brax.
degree.
in my opinion,
There's
the smoke
the
breaks.
arena. Looks like he's going to be able to spear Yawar into the Gust now, into the multi-shot, but the time
get him
walk
in the
into the
Gust.
Chronosphere now. Onto 2 heroes. Brax just on the outside, but they've lost the Beastmaster. Time walking back out is
That tombstone
Yawar.
is huge.
Look at the damage coming from TA, but the multicast keeping her in place. Looks like Ryoya is going to end up dropping as a result. 2 for 2. Quinn with very little mana to work with, but it looks like Quincy crew will come out on top of this fight.
How
Can't believe
does he
healthy
have
Moo
Mana
is
Boots
here.
mech on Undying? Like, where does he
Somehow
find the time?
Extremely huge.
I will say though that that gust was about a 1/4 inch short of hitting that Faceless Void.
Oh, I thought he did hit it.
No, it was.
Mm.
He actually did not hit it, but he had a Manta anyways.
Dire's middle
So
tower
I
is
guess it
under
wouldn't have
attack.
worked anyway.
You know, the interesting thing about fighting and having like a great tombstone there is that you're fighting into a Leshrac, right? This hero wants to take these long engagements against you anyway, so you're kind of baited by this high ground tombstone that's stacking tons of zombies in this small space. It's like, oh, they're all in this small space, and then you group in this small space, and Leshrac is like, they're all in this small space, you know, and they both want the same thing, but Leshrac's just a more busted hero.
I will say that I think Faceless Void might be the worst target to catch with the Arena Spear because he's pretty much the only one I don't think they can
Oh, he did
reliably
do this
burst.
disassemble thing, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Interesting.
Jenkins would have had the correct build this game if he was playing carry, but on offlane he would have built Yules.
Are you serious? What is this bullshit?
Do you like the build after this? Going for, I think you had a Scotty
Yeah, that's
lined up.
That's the build. Scotty.
That is
BKB.
exactly what we said last time we saw Faceless Void versus Drow, isn't it? The Manta Scotty?
Actually, after that, it's usually like satanic eggs. That's usually what. Charlie
Your
does.
whole purpose on Void here, since you have a Lesh dealing the damage, is to just be in the face of the Drow. Like, that is your job. You don't have to actually kill the Drow, because she won't kill you.
We find an easy pick off onto MSS, but Quinn's going to find Snake King in turn.
One.
Oh, wait
Wow,
for it. They're going to make him
nice.
chase. Snake
No.
King, no.
Okay, luckily that hits through fog, so no blind stun required. That's a lot of free attack speed for Void this game, though, so no damage items. He'll still be dishing it out with the Bloodlust plus Beastmaster plus Vlad's.
Dire
Is
are
he going
scattered.
solar on Laylas now? Oh no, Blink. Blink's pretty good too.
This is
All right, second Roche of the game. They don't have the rocket flare to
There are smoke.
get a little bit of vision here.
Do they know? Will Brax YOLO it once again? No Chronosphere.
Roshan is not.
Oh, they haven't.
It's only at about half health. Here's the Mars Arena. It's
Ooh.
just outside. He misses the spear, but it's going to be enough to take out the Ogre
gets the
Magic
BKB off.
immediately. BKB up. Yuar gets the Chronosphere onto 2, but focus of the Tombstone instead. Looks like Brax does die as the Clockwork is coming back. Buyback now onto Brax, along with the Ogre Magi. Yuar finally pops the Manta to take off Gust.
Roche is still alive. Can we check Pop Turret?
Yep, Roshan
Okay.
is still alive at half health, so
Bottom
not
tower
too
is
much.
under attack.
Not close enough to really go for it again, I don't think.
That might be the only
No Chronosphere.
realistic request for the check of Roche.
So at this point, I think you're pretty okay fighting into
It's a s-
Quincy.
yeah, they have
Do they have
3 big
Tombstone?
ults down.
They-
Do they have
No
Tombstone?
Chrono.
Oh!
Oh, hook shot. Yuar
knockback?
is just dead. He has buyback, but of course no Chronosphere to work with. Expect the Eternal Envy team to go for Roche as always. Question is, can Quincy crew do something about this? There's the buyback now. Snaking getting LSA'd inside the pit. The Gust
cancels the
onto the
Lush
Leshrac, but Laguna Blade onto Brax means that they're going to lose 2.
They just have so much damage on the Radiant side.
Yawar is already here. You're seeing the time dilation go to work, and this is going to be easy pickings for Quincy crew.
That is everybody. They're all dead.
That's looking like a fresh GG, boys.
Quite possibly.
When you have a TA draw lineup and this happens on the second Roche, that is not a recipe for success.
Keep in mind, the Agnum Scepter was delivered just before that fight for Quinn.
Yeah, it had been killed on the courier earlier, so that had delayed his timing quite a bit.
Looks like he'll take the Aegis himself. Oh, sorry, Yawar takes it because of the buyback.
Yeah. He has a Ghost Scepter on Lush. I like that.
Is under attack.
Yeah, sure. I mean, no armor items. Just go Ghost. Be literally immune to the...
They have only clockwork magic damage because Mars is like Spear Arena's like whatever. It's just not enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, Orb of Destruction with the Scotty. That's going to be insane.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Not sure we'll get to Havoc Hammer this game.
I don't think it's going to get to that point. I really don't.
Dire's bottom tower.
And bottom
Quinn
of the
holding
illusion.
She's now.
Illusion Rune is a second Manta for Void, so he might be able to debate them with the Manta thinking they can silence him, and then just use the Illusion Rune.
Repair kit too. Jeez. That means
Dire's
they have a
middle
couple
tower
of
is under attack.
screw-ups where they can still protect against the Drow TA on high ground.
I don't believe any tier 3 items yet either for Team 0.
I think Team Zero's comeback time is the 37-minute mark.
Yep, Havoc Hammer needs to drop 4 Brax. Oh, Gust will miss. Multi-shot, a little bit of residual damage to Lelis, but he'll walk it off.
God, Drow feels so awful in a game like this. She does.
Now they're going to jump in onto Moo. Stuns galore. Laguna Blade finishes him off. He's going to buy back into the game, though. Look at Yawar. He's dropping like a rock, but jumps back in, gets rid of most of that damage. Chronosphere's 2 heroes.
It's enough, though.
Finally, the roar comes through, and that's the Drow taking it to the fountain.
Damage on
and this
Void
looks to be just about it. Ryoya is still doing a lot of damage, but he is completely outnumbered right now. Yawar.
Dire's
Gonna die to
middle
zombies,
tower
I think.
is under attack.
Yeah, Quinn, okay. A little bit
Yawar
odd
is a
That's a
position
lot of
here.
zombies.
That's about, I would say that's about 8 zombies. Maybe, no, that's about 12 now. They're starting to stack up pretty nicely as the Aegis is consumed. Ryoya attempting to run away, but...
There's still a tier 2 tower, guys.
Yep, that is true.
Dire's middle
Straight
tower
facts,
is under
no
attack.
printer.
Dire's middle tower.
That's
has
a good
fallen.
one.
Thank you. I heard that in a rap song once.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I doubt that.
Only rap I've heard recently is
Dire's
coming from
middle
Jenkins.
tower is under
People don't
attack.
wrap up fax machines. That's stupid. Unbelievable you even say something like that.
They're going to get the tier 3. Well,
No.
it is most likely deniable, though.
Once he gets Scotty AC, this game's like he's almost already to the Scotty. He just locks on the Drow. She can never run away. He's got the low cooldown Time Walk, right? That's the one he took. Yeah.
Classic build. Yeah, this is the Charlie Drow.
It's the Charlie
solution.
Pioneer non-Mask of Madness Battle Fury Faces Void build.
He's never gonna hear the end of that because he invented the
He
build.
literally invented the build.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we are giving credit to him for not doing the build he invented.
All right, tier 3 items finally coming for Team 0. That's Paladin. So, ooh, Telescope. Not the best this game.
Imagine like writing
Radiant's
a
top
formula
tower
for the
is
Nobel
under
Prize
attack.
and then doing the math without using the correct formula.
That'd be absolutely insane to me.
Yeah, that would be.
That'd boggle my mind.
As we sit here waiting for this inevitable push coming out from Quincy crew, they need the Scotty plus Chronosphere on the Void. I'm pretty sure that's their timing. Sell the Wraith Band. Easy Scotty. He does know this time around that he has Chrono in 10 seconds.
Smoke 2 on
God,
Zero.
he is so tanky. 3,000 HP.
Waiting for
Yeah.
it on the courier.
And once he gets that AC, he actually has
Gem as
effective
well.
HP against the Drow.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is like the final smoke. That's
Is
why
it the final countdown to the final smoke?
I think it is. That's why I got the
Okay.
gem. When they
Count us down.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, smoke
2,
versus smoke.
1.
It's going to pop.
That
Brax
was really
misses
well
the
timed.
spear to start things off, and he gets the arena off, but dies shortly after. Chronosphere
He actually just hits the tomb.
is just used for the tombstone. It's more important than killing the Drow Ranger. Probably be worth more money at this point as well, as Drow getting pounded down the Laguna Blade, and that's going to be
life in a
GG.
nutshell.
Wow.
Is that a
Started
straight
out-
disrespect for Yawar to just hit the tombstone every time he chronos the Drow?
Oh, there he
That
went
is what
right to the fountain. This is
So after game 3, where in theory they could have won, of course, that is,
They
you know,
should have won.
I mean,
Given the last minute of the
we
game.
had all vision, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, fair enough.
But they could have won
could have
for
won.
sure. A 3-0 is now tied 2-2, and we're going to a game 5.
I have really bad news for you guys.
What's that?
Shannon, Brian,
That's my name.
I have 2 pages of notes of questions
For Team Zero.
For Team Zero.
We
How
can
many
still
do you have
ask
for
them.
Quincy Crew?
I have no pages.
Get on that.
Well,
I need to start writing.
I feel like you can ask the same questions, honestly.
It's true. It's true.
Just replace the
I was
name.
trying to be.
What is it like playing with Brax, Quinn?
That's the question I was going to ask Brax. Of course.
Of course. So, not expecting the game 5 here. I mean, if you had talked about this at the beginning of the series, game 5, that's a good thing for Team Zero, but they were up 2-0,
yeah.
and now this
Well,
is
what
looking like
about
a potential
our
disaster.
sanity
Yeah.
and theirs.
So with that, guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then the final game of the series for the Monster Energy Dota Summit NA Division, NASA, if you will commence.